That'd be absolutely devastating.
Oh!
This is Joey Owens' show. They've been trying to get me on this broadcast forever, and this is the worst damn broadcast I've ever been on. So you all can kiss my ass while I win this match.
All right, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to GWR Gonzo'S Wrestling Room, Monday, December 29th. Hey, this is going to be our last show of the year, guys.
Yes, it is.
Just thought about that. But, I'm Chris Gonzo'S, joined by Tony Gonzo'S, Marcus Fine, and Warren Misery. How's it going, guys?
Well, good. I always said you was quick, Chris. I always said you was quick.
Does it do a Brady Bunch moving around?
Oh, here we go. Start singing, Warren. Look out, look down.
I'm supposed to look that Warren, right?
Yeah. I hope everybody's doing good out there tonight. Hope everybody's had a good holiday so far. Still got a little bit more holidays to go this week. We'll get things started off. Doing things a little different tonight because we had some different plans and they kind of changed a little bit. So I'm going to start off with the prayers. First prayers goes off to a guy who's supposed to be a guest tonight, good friend Johnny Blaze. He's a little bit under the weather, so he's not going to make it tonight. So prayers for him and also for Kelly Fine, our own Kelly Fine, who had a loss in the family. The funeral was today. I'm not going to go into details, but I know she had a very tiring day, so she's probably resting. And so prayers go out to her and also Marcus. And guys, I'll do the birthdays real quick. Marcus, you might have to tell me, you might have to help me on a couple of these names. I'm not sure, but one in particular. We'll see. First happy birthday goes out on Monday to Cameron Waterboy Cross. Our Tuesday's birthdays are Mike Noble. This is the one I'm not sure about. Itch.
Comer Weeder. That's Itch.
Okay, Itch, Comer Weeder. Okay. Then the late cousin Bubba, rest in peace. Also on Tuesday. Wednesday, AVW superfan Daniel Feezer and WCWO legend Apocalypse. I remember hearing about him.
He was a tag team partner with Pogo.
Okay. I don't think I've seen him before, but Thursday birthdays, AACW champion Damian DeVille, WCWO legend Cutter, former AACW referee Matt Ware, and also Split Rail. That's a Thursday birthdays. And then Friday, the Tanner Kelly. And I would say what I normally say, but I'm going to be nice because he's going to have a birthday on Friday, so I won't say that.
No, that's his birthday. You can say it today.
Well, true, but I'm going to be nice. That's my birthday gift. I'm going to be nice to him one day. So let's get to the Marcus Fine Independent Wrestling Report. He's got some results for us.
Oh, I do. Two extremely huge shows this past weekend.
For good things.
WCWO had their annual CAGEMAS show. All the matches was inside the cage Friday night at the Outlaw Arena. Sold out crowd. It saw Pogo defeat Juan Sanchez, Eric Onyx, CJ Cyclone, Jay Steele, and the Waterboy in a scramble match. The winner had to climb the cage and get out first, and surprisingly, Pogo done it. And the reason I said that in the chat is because back in Basher was still around, 2019, he had to get into the cage before he could get out of the cage, and he just had Wayne Silver open the door. He couldn't go over the top. So I was really surprised he learned how to climb, but he did somewhere. But he got out and he won. Then Zach Nova defeated Jordan Davis and Scorpion in a triple threat match to retain the WCWO territorial title. The highlight reel and Zay Gates defeated Kurt Busse, Oso Pierce, and the Pharaoh King, a.k.a. Rampage. TJ Powers defeated Cousin Cooter. Slaughterhouse defeated James Gang to retain the WCWO tag team titles. Phoenix and Mike Noble defeated Andre Stray and Timmy Jackson. Here we go, guys. Mark Magnus defeated Maliko to become the new WCWO Gunslinger champion. Congratulations to Mark Magnus.
Definitely.
And Brody Watkins defeated David Light to become the new WCWO Outlaw champion. So congratulations to everyone involved there. I do want to shout out to Wes, Ryan, and Juan Sanchez. Your commentating the Mark Magnus Maliko match was fantastic. you guys did awesome on that. So, okay. Then I got these from Alex Bolton and Caitlin Bolton, FEW Retaliation from Greenfield, Indiana, Saturday, December 27th. Their attendance was 61. Jake Bailey defeated Ricky Guns. Brandon Day defeated Jackson Morgan and Logan Blackheart. I think that was a gauntlet match. Elijah Arrows defeated Mark Modelo. The Aristocracy, which is Mitchell Taylor and Mike Noble, defeated Eric Surge and Andre Stray. The Mammoth Cecil defeated Matt Grant when Grant got himself DQ'd. Fire and Faith, which is Johnny Blaze and Hank Calhoun, defeated J.P. Kirk and Cody Lee. And Ashton Adonis defeated Jake Ullman. And I was told that once that drops on the YouTube channel, you do want to catch it. It was an outstanding show. If you want to see CAGEMAS, go to the WCWO Facebook page. It is on there. They did air it Friday night. So, 2 huge shows.
Yeah, I know Marcus said it. If it had been there live, it definitely for the WCWO show he watched as they broadcast, he said it probably would have been a top 5 show.
There was no doubt in my mind.
So, the card was really good when they told us about it this past Monday. And Alex and them do fantastic work, so I knew that was going to be a good show. Real quick before we bring our guest in, I was going to ask you, I'm going to put you on the spot real quick. Since this is our last show of 2025, any interviews stand out to you? Any independent wrestling matches? And also anything in the world of pro wrestling that stood out to you? And Warren, I'll go to you first.
Sure, I'd love to bat lead off. Thanks. You know,
I just think about it.
On last week, I mean,
Especially when you're not expecting it.
I heard you guys.
Hey, I just thought of it myself, so now I'm giving myself a.
I heard you're throwing shade at me about my Lions, but hey, you know what? That's all right.
A little bit.
No, I mean, year in review. I mean, we've had such great interviews and individuals and stories. I mean. I still the one that still sets in my head is Nerd and his deal with the boogeyman. I mean, still
I don't think that's going to be beat. We've had some good ones, but
hearing that one is just hilarious. But you know, all the people we've had on here have been great individuals. You know, we've had a lot that have shared insight. We've had a lot that have shared humor. You know, and whatnot, and you know, it's really hard to peg one down. You know, shows. I would be. I mean, I'm not gonna toot my own horn, but I feel a lot of the stuff that I've done with AVW and a lot of that crew has been really awesome. A lot of fun. You know, I had fun. You know, going all the way back to the end of January to the first midnight show at WCWO. You know, that was some great stuff, and just, I mean, in general, hitting a lot of the other places and some of the other stuff I've seen from AACW and you know, all over, and even the ones that are just starting out, the big money wrestling, that's, you know, starting out. The first show I went and saw with them was spectacular, and the future looks bright for independent wrestling in the area going into 2026. Talent is out the roof. I mean, the talent's everywhere, and it's really cool to see. And then you carry over into the pro world. I mean, where would we be without this? You know, I think one of the things that dominated was John Cena, dominated for the year. You know, and then just sort of the free agency movements, I guess, between the two big companies, and then just sort of those two big companies taking TNA and Ring of Honor and sort of making them something. And you know, it's just. And it was, you know, I have my takes on both ends. I mean, like I've always said, I feel WWE's got great storylines, but the action lacks. But whereas AEW has great action, but the storylines are convoluted and confusing. I mean, we can literally get into the World's End show that all of a sudden Moxley's a face and they split the unified titles again. Like, you know, so there was just all this real like, where are we going with all this? And so that's, you know, at least, you know, once again, I think it just shows that sometimes that they love to get the wrestlers out there, but then the storylines don't blend. And I mean, But you know, it's like I said, it's a lot of great stuff going across, and and of course, where would we be without Kelly this year? Her boyfriend.
Yeah,
You know,
boyfriend.
where would we be without that? You know, and like I said, that's why independent wrestling is great. That's why, like I said, you do have people like Nerd that are blasting off into the future that are gonna really make a lot of these shows fun, and so many people, so much talent gets it. You know, they get it. They understand what's going on and what to be done. And yeah, I think as far as a year in review, that's sort of cool. And I mean, this has technically been my first full year with you guys, and it's been a blast. And I think there's only to go up with what we do. And I think we'll get back to doing some more of the fun stuff that we used to do. And I mean, I love commentating, and so I can't wait till we can start doing that again.
Yeah.
Because it's so much fun to talk trash about all those guys, especially now when you start to get to know them. So.
Yeah, I think we're actually going to have a cameraman now. When we're ready to go, my grandson who moved to Chicago, I think he's going to be our cameraman, and he's wanting to help out with stuff. He's helped out. He come up with the graphics, my GSR, and he got me a green screen, and I got a mic now, and I got lights. I got all kinds of stuff. He's been helping me out. He made my wife buy me some stuff too, so I don't think she was planning on it. He kind of forced her into it. But looking forward to it, man. I tell you, we're going to have a lot of fun in 2026. Had a great 2025. Didn't get to go to a lot of shows. I think me and Chris got to go 30, 35 shows. The first half was packed. The second half, we missed going some. But, things happen sometimes. That's life. But, of course, the big show, and, of course, I'm not going to remember the name of the show, so Marcus can help me. The big show we went. Thunderstorm, yes. That was definitely the show of the year for me. Fantastic show, just the biggest crowd we was ever in front of, and WCWO knocked it out of the park this year. Just standing from afar and the way they knocked it out of the park, I'm looking forward to what they're going to do in 2026. So shout out to them. As far as independent wrestler, I do want to shout out Mike Noble, how far he's came since the first time me and Chris seen him debut at a Comic-Con or PopCon, whatever it was, almost 2 years ago. This dude is killing it. Mark Magnus, just doing a great job as a rookie, and all the WCWO wrestlers and all the independent wrestlers out there that go out and put their bodies on the line, just do a great job. So I want to thank them. As far as AEW and WWE, I think AEW is making some strides. Again, I agree. There were some convoluted things on this, some good wrestling, but some confusing stuff was going on. I'll be honest with you. And then my biggest problem is after the pay-per-views is the Wednesday show after. They usually just don't capitalize on it. They just don't go anywhere. And that's my biggest problem. WWE, I'm excited for. I think we're finally getting some youth movement. It looks like there's some guys are getting moved up. They got some good opportunities on Saturday night's main event. So I'm looking forward to see what they do with that. And so I'm excited for all wrestling. And I'm excited for TNA, see what they can do on Thursday nights coming up here just a couple weeks. So I'm excited for that. Chris, what about you?
Well, Royal Rumble week. I'd say Royal Rumble weekend, the whole weekend. I mean, with that Friday, we started with Thunderstorm, went to the Unrated, and the next day going to the Rumble. Just that whole weekend was probably my favorite weekend of the year, to be honest. That was a blast. And then a couple of the guests that stood out to me, Calamity Jane. I thought that was really, and I wasn't even on the show that night because I was sick, so I was just running production. But that was one that I really enjoyed. Bob Steele, we had him on a couple times. I thought was real great when he done the rapid fire. Then the other time when he kind of was just on as a guest, like Blaze was going to be tonight. I thought that went real well. Mortimer Blankenship, we had Mortimer on. That was one of my favorites as well. Nerd, you can't. You got to mention Nerd.
Yep.
But yeah, great year, and then getting to meet like Chavo and Mr. Anderson, I guess what it goes by now. But then getting to meet them guys and stuff over Royal Rumble weekend, just to be back in the locker room and them guys that acknowledge you and talk to you, out of nowhere when they don't have to. It's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I agree. And Marcus,
All right, you ready?
let's go. Let's do it.
Now, it's been a busy one. As you guys can all see, we hit our second all-time best year right there. If Kelly and I hadn't gotten sick, we would have broke that 100 mark. 2026, we're going to break the 100 mark.
He's going for
Shout
it.
out to Kenny Cummings, the Kentucky Superfan, hit 109 for
Damn.
2025. So, buddy, I'm coming after you on this one. So, congratulations to you.
Hey, if you need help, Marcus, me and Chris, Mexican Mafia, could make him a visit and maybe
Have you seen him?
Maybe
I
have
think
to.
he's like 7 foot tall. You don't want to mess with Kenny Cummings.
Hey, I can hit his ankles.
You're going to have to, but you hit it. Never mind.
I have no choice.
I did forget to ask. How was everything up in North Pole this year, Tony? Did everything run well? Did you get?
We're good. We're good. Got a raise?
Yeah, he stepped up on the ladder, but anyhow.
He's up to 3'2" now from 3'1".
Yeah, 3'2".
But anyhow, okay, so we started out the year at Thunderstorm, commentating in 900 plus fans. Lost my voice for a week afterwards because we couldn't even hear each other, even with headphones on, and we're screaming at each other. Got to meet Mark Henry, fantastic guy. Match of the year, Cobra versus IK3. I think AVW is getting ready to bust that again this year for their first show here in a few weeks when they add Jimmy Carrot to that match, and now they're going to have a three-way with those guys. I have a feeling they're going to hit match of the year again in January. Doing commentary again at Thunderstorm. Got the commentary, Bobo Brazil Jr., PopCon, Comic-Con, of course, AACW. The relationship I'm building with the Illinois and Kentucky people and the micros. I mean, never thought that would ever happen, to walk into the microtorium at Pigeon Forge and they knew me. And then again here in Lafayette, 1,000 people. Wow. So 2 big shows this year. Well, for the rapid fire, of course, nobody's going to beat Nerds. I mean, the way Nerd presented that funny story, I don't think anybody's ever going to top that. But just to have the Kentucky people on and also having our own Indiana talent right now. We've had legends on there. We've had referees on there. We've had up-and-comers on here. We're about ready to change that, and we will see that.
It just popped in my head. Mark Magnus was a good one, too.
Yes. Yeah,
Like a random dog in. Yeah.
Yeah, the picture of him.
It's Lily. I think that's Lily.
Yeah, I think that's Lily.
It'd been great if it had been a coyote that attacked him or something.
Jordan James too, talking about his shoes, you know.
Well, then, of course, Kelly and Nerd playing that storyline all over the state of Indiana, literally.
Yeah.
I mean, they were up north, they were down south, they were at PopCon, they were at Comic-Con. Alice Lane, the TNA referee, did not know that storyline was taking place. Y'all have seen her reaction where they're acting up at ACW. And Kelly's yelling at Alice because it's not a 3 count. She says it's a 2. And so now Alice is arguing with the ring announcer because she – and then after the show, Alice come over. She says, that's great stuff. She says she didn't know that was even taking place. So it's a fantastic year. I'm really looking forward to 2026. I know what's going to happen with WCWO. Some of it, Cecil's getting ready to shoot right out a cannon out. Whatever we do down in Kentucky, and I mean it's going to be. I see us breaking 100 this year. So or 2026 anyway. And we got to get you guys back on the road.
Yes, I agree.
So
hopefully soon. Hopefully soon.
Yep.
Well, guys, we'll move on to our special guest.
Well, before
Okay.
can we talk a little of the pro world really quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Today, and I am so glad someone finally said it. Kevin Nash came out and finally said one of the things I've been thinking about, how he honestly feels CM Punk needs to call it. Kevin Nash come out with a very, I don't want to say he didn't roast Punk, but he basically said that he's slower. He doesn't have it as going on as much. He's like, and you come out and you wrestle in a t-shirt as your champion. He was basically come out and said that, you know, Punk needs to move on, that maybe it's time to, you know, bow out gracefully. And that's how I felt the last couple of times I've watched Punk wrestle. He gets gassed quick and it gets a little sloppy. I'm also scared that's going to happen with Jericho when they bring Jericho back.
Jericho's in pretty good shape right now. We'll see.
He got gassed a little bit a few times in AEW, but
But
you want to see those dream matches against some of those younger kids. They can run.
I don't know what their plans are with Jericho. I don't completely agree. I think Punk's adding something. I agree. Maybe some of the matches should be cut in time.
Yeah.
Maybe shouldn't go quite as long. I think he still can add a lot. I won't get Chris's opinion on that. Chris, what do you think about Punk? You've watched him quite a bit.
I mean, he has slowed down some. I wouldn't say that he needs to just quit outright. I would think they need to do a better job of, like you just said, maybe shorten up some of the matches. And the T-shirt thing, I mean, take off your damn shirt. That's just I don't understand. I didn't ever understand that. But I mean, I've noticed that he slowed down. But I noticed that before he came to WWE. I noticed that when
he was in AEW.
I noticed that when he was in AEW, like before he ever came back to WWE.
But I mean, do you feel that him carrying the belt? I mean, is that the right decision for? I mean, because I mean, let's be honest too. They really haven't been defending these belts all that often. Near the end of the year, here, a lot of them haven't been defended.
I agree with that.
I got a few months since she won the belt and she hasn't defended it.
Yeah, I got a feeling that Punk's going to lose the belt next Monday. The Braun Breaker.
Going into.
That's what I think. Now I could be totally wrong. I think that would be a good move. Matter of fact, I'd have him do it in about 5-6 minutes.
Crush him, just squash it, and
I wouldn't say complete squash.
A mini squash way, a dominant
win. Yeah, that's what I would like to see. Marcus, what do you think about CM Punk? I know because you've noticed about him slowing down too.
I wasn't happy when he come back. Well, he's all right, but they should never put the belt on him. I told you the last couple things you've had me watch that he gets blown up too quick.
Yeah, he does.
You can't do it anymore.
Yeah, I agree. He does get tired. I'm not going to. I think there's a way to use him. I think his name's still valuable. I think his stock's still valuable. I think he can help the younger people. Just finding the right. And the problem may be his ego too. So that could be an issue. Whether his ego will allow that to happen.
And then what happened? What I thought AJ Lee was going to be doing a full-time schedule. What happened to her? You know, there's, you know, for as much as we rip on AEW for convoluted stuff, I mean, you know,
there has been
dips their toe in every.
There has been some with the start and stop stuff. I mean, AJ Lee come back and she's wrestled 1 or 2 matches, and that's it. I think they're trying to hold off. They want to do a program with her and Becky. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. The thing I'm excited about with WWE is I'm looking for to the Obafemis and some of these guys to come up, and I think that's going to, and also Javon Evans, just him being on screen, his energy, and also guys like Dragunov. I just love Dragunov. Whenever watching him wrestle, and Carmelo Hayes winning the U.S. title this past week, I thought that was really well done. So,
did I? Okay, I don't know how I didn't get a chance to look into it, and you know I don't want to get too in depth into some of this stuff because I mean there's a lot of craziness. But did I see this right? He was the first African American title holder in the main roster since Bobby Lashley in 2022.
On the main roster?
Yeah, I mean because obviously they've won on NXT.
Male would be possible, maybe. I don't know.
Oh yeah, no, not female. Yeah, but because Bianca Belair.
What about the New Day guy?
Oh, Kofi. Was that?
I don't know. I'm trying to think.
Well, they've had some tag team titles, maybe.
Yeah.
They had the tag teams. They had the world tag team title not too long ago.
The main singles titles.
Well, I know, but who are you talking? He's the first one since who?
Lashley in 2022 to hold a singles title.
Okay, yeah, I think Kofi was a while back, further back than
that. Makes sense because there hasn't been many African American single men here lately.
That sounds right. Been several in NXT, but not been in several in NXT, but not necessarily main roster.
But also, I mean, just like you, Tony, I mean, I'm really excited to see what WWE can finally bring these younger guys up because, I mean, that's what I personally have been harping on. And you go back into our shows this year, I've always said you've got to bring these people up. You've got to start establishing this new young talent because you got in order to keep the momentum going. You can't rely on Punk all the time. You can't rely on Cody all the time. You can't rely on Roman and Brock.
You can put Punk in good situations. I mean, get a feud and do street fights and stuff like that. That puts him in a good situation.
But you got to get these young guys to sell these shows and to sell that merch and to move into the next next level.
Yeah, I agree. That was one thing I thought was kind of weird with AEW. Why put the Continental Championship on Moxley? It didn't make any sense.
I don't know if they wanted to. I mean, I don't remember the exact numbers breakdown. I mean, with Fletcher, I don't know. They weren't going to put it on Takeshita because he's the New Japan heavyweight champion. They're not going to do that. Well,
I thought we was going to get Takeshita and Fletcher. That's what I thought was going to be in the main match. For that's what I thought, and I wasn't mad that they had the match. The match wasn't bad. That Moxley and
I don't know if they're just trying to keep the Don Callis family balanced. I mean, I know that's funny considering the Don Callis family is like 12 wrestlers. Try to say balanced, but not to put all the belts on.
Yeah, trying to be NWO. The old, not the original NWO. Trying to. Guys, let's move on.
If anybody wants some humor, Google Bret Hart's comments that he made about Vince McMahon and Shawn Michaels and listen to what all the other wrestlers have to say about Bret Hart making that statement. You could go for hours. Jeff Jarrett, Kevin Nash, several of them. There's several of them on there.
Yeah, Brett's
funny stuff. Those guys like, what in the hell is he talking about? It's like
Brett's got some issues, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Well, we'll bring in our special guest when Chris is ready here. Rico Jones. How's it going?
How y'all doing? Can everybody see me okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Hopefully you're doing y'all
clearly too, so that's good.
Good. Hope you're doing good tonight. Well, we'll get things started right off the bat here with Marcus.
First off, thank you for coming on.
Appreciate it, Mr. Fine. You know that.
Always, brother, always. Okay, my first question is, when did you first get interested in professional wrestling?
I would have to say at the age of 5. I want to say it was like the middle of 98. And I say that because Shawn Michaels was already retired. He had retired. He'd been retired for a few months by the time I started watching wrestling, but I fell in love with it from watching the intro to Raw. And then I want to say they had some it was like some compilation or whatever of Shawn Michaels. And it just, I don't know. I fell in love instantly. There ain't no really other way to explain that other than the intro and seeing Shawn Michaels do everything he did and the boyhood dream and him being the showstopper, the Heartbreak Kid. It just became my first love right then and there.
Warren.
All right. I'm going to give you a time machine and a front row center ticket to any wrestling event in the history of wrestling. Where are you going and why?
I am going to WrestleMania 24. Why am I going to WrestleMania 24? It was a really good year in my life at the time, and Ric Flair was having this little retirement tour, and I honestly, as a kid, I'm thinking yo, ain't no way these people are gonna beat him. It's Ric Flair. Just for my idol and my god of professional wrestling to be the one to retire him, I would have loved to have been there to see to sit front row or anywhere to be able to see that. The whole I'm sorry, I love you, Edge versus Undertaker, which was great, because I didn't know that Edge was even undefeated at WrestleMania at the time. I think he was 11-0 or something crazy like that, or probably a little less, but I know he was undefeated as well. It's multiple reasons. 2008 was just a great year, and Shawn Michaels versus Ric Flair. If there was ever a real retirement match, even though people had matches after retirement, including Ric Flair, I felt like that was the song and dance.
Yeah, it was a great one. It was. It was one of my favorite matches of all time. My question is your inspiration for your wrestling character.
It comes from Too Cold Scorpio, and there's a oh man, this is gonna throw people off. So Shane McMahon, he was the guy that was on my screen a lot in '99 when I was like fully into watching wrestling, and the whole his little shuffle with the feet, and just like he was just loud and brash and didn't care, and he went through some stuff. So that's where like the whole money part of everything comes from, and like the being braggadocious or whatever. And Too Cold Scorpio, I mean, hence the name Too Cold Rico Jones, but he was just incredible. He was just doing stuff I've never seen in my life. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, I'm acrobatic and I never really show it as much, but when I do, I'm going to make sure people pop for it and they're going to love it because I know what I'm doing when I get to flip it around and stuff. But Too Cold Scorpio, absolutely. Him and Shane McMahon. As much as I love to want to sell like Michaels or sell like AJ or even Kenny Omega, Too Cold Scorpio in the sense of the work ethic and the name, and Shane McMahon with the charisma, the loudness, the just like, oh, I just want to punch this guy in the face. Like it's just something they just did to me. So I kind of combined both of them. And that's kind of, that's Rico Jones for you.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay, Chris?
How long have you been in the wrestling business, and how did you get started in the wrestling business?
Okay, so let's go back a bit. When I was 13, which would have been like 2007, I had met, as you guys know, Cesar Cerveza. You guys all know him. I was walking past one day, me and my cousin, and there was a wrestling show going on. I guess there was actually a birthday party, and they had wrestlers there. And the wrestlers was in the ring and stuff. And before anything, they was doing training. Caesar was the first person I saw. I talked to him. He let me get up in the ring. And, I mean, we did some training there. But I was 13, and then I kind of fell off from it because I trained with Caesar for like 6 months. Fun fact, apparently the Cobra was around too, but I partially remember him, but he didn't remember me. But I brought out some names, and he was like, man, I didn't know you were around. I'm like, yeah, I was around for a little bit. So the Cobra was there, Caesar was there. That's how I got into it. But then like I kind of things took a turn in life, and then I started to try to do like a lot of things different so I wouldn't have to get in trouble. And I graduated high school or whatever not, and then I like got introduced to backyard wrestling. After that, I did that a few years, and some people told me that I should not be in the backyard wrestling. Then hits 2020, and my cousin got a hold of what was it? What's it? It's Mike something. I forgot his last name. I hate that I'm forgetting his last name. But he ran New Wave, if you guys are familiar.
Yeah.
He Michael Guest.
Right? Yes.
Yeah. He ran New Wave, and he was talking to my cousin. I don't know if you guys know this, but Christopher Gates is my cousin. And he got a hold of me first and said this guy named Mike out of Terre Haute wants to, do some training, want to reopen this school. And that was 2020, and it's 2025. So I've been professional for 5 years now.
Okay. Marcus?
Favorite opponent you have worked?
There's okay. All right, Marcus, let me answer this correctly. So hands down, my favorite match, like for me of all time, and my cardio was like overly shot, but I love the match. It was me versus Jason Levi versus Tyler Scott. And man, did I love that match. The crowd reactions, the spots, the moves, the setting, the setting, because we was at I forgot the name of the building, but we was at a hybrid championship wrestling. And Austin Ryan gave me a chance because he was there during my training, so he knew what I was capable of. He always put me in like a good position. I appreciate him for that. But that was like my favorite match up to date, but I feel like my greatest experience slash my best opponent would have had to have been the Cobra, because I was nervous and people was, I guess, behind my back saying that I didn't deserve to wrestle him and I wasn't worthy enough to wrestle him and all kind of stuff like that. Well, Cecil didn't look at it like that. Cecil saw every bit of potential in me and was like, you're going to be totally fine. The Cobra knows what he's doing. You know what you're doing. Go out there and kick each other's butt. And yeah, I think to this date, the Cobra would have to be my favorite opponent because I learned so much in the ring with him. And it was just the greatest learning experience I've had since being professional and since I've been doing the thing I love. So yeah, it would definitely hands down be the Cobra.
Okay, Warren.
All right. You know, from the time I've been around you, honestly, I feel you're a workhorse. You're someone they can really put on. Your stamina, to me, I feel is unrivaled. How do you get to have the stamina and this cardio to go and go and go? It seems like you never run out. Where do you get that from?
First off, Warren, I just want to say thank you for that. And secondly, there's been some raves going on about you supposedly helping me and Cash with some chain. And when I beat Mikael Murphy in the ring, 1, 2, 3, I don't know where that comes from, but no, that's not true. I'm taking up for you. You did not help me win that match. I did it on my own.
Thank you.
Okay?
Thank
So
you.
I just wanted all
Warren
the
wouldn't
that you're
cheat.
throwing onto your name. No, we're not going to do that. So I just
Yeah,
want to get
Warren
that out
wouldn't
there.
cheat. I don't believe Warren would cheat.
No, not at all. What? No,
Guys,
absolutely not.
Guys, I got some property I want to sell. It's in a swamp somewhere.
But to answer your question though, man, I don't want to seem like a cliche when I say this, but it's the fans' reaction. You boo me, you cheer for me. I know you're there. I can hear you. If you're quiet and I feel like I'm not doing enough, now it makes me go even higher. But for some reason, when I hear the fans' reaction, it's like, I don't know. I feel heroic. Rather, like I said, rather I'm heel or face. No matter if you like me, you hate me, you love me, you like me. I feel there's a certain amount of energy that just comes right through me, and I don't know how to turn it off. When I used to train, I would overdo it, and they'd be like, "Look, man, you don't got to go that fast." I don't know any other way. I just don't. That's just all of my favorite wrestlers have that charisma or like that energy. Like I said, Shawn Michaels is my GOAT. And then you talk about the Kenny Omegas. Excuse me. You talk about Seth Rollins. You talk about Stone Cold Steve Austin. You talk about the most electrifying man in professional wrestling in The Rock. Like these are guys I take from. So if I'm watching them and they're going and they're electric and they're like a live wire, why shouldn't I give the fans / my opponents that same energy? Whether I'm beating you up or I'm tagging you in or I'm just in your face talking crazy, Rico Jones is going to give you 120% because that's all I know how to do.
Okay. You get to wrestle in a traditional Survivor Series match. Who would you pick as your 4 partners?
Are we talking like past, present, and like indies and everything?
Anybody you want. Who would be your 4 partners?
Jeez, that is man. So it's 5 of us, right?
Yes.
Fuck. Oh, sorry about that. I didn't about the language.
You're fine. You're fine.
That just.
Oh, we're not PG.
You can use any language you want to use.
Okay, cool. I won't use it as much because my verbiage don't need to be like that. But dang it. Okay. Off top. Oh man. Okay, so off top, I'm going with Christian Cash. Simple as that.
Thank God we got that one out of the way because we'd be hearing it if.
Yeah, we won't be getting no phone calls tonight.
We'll be getting a phone call tomorrow.
That is my brother, and I love him dearly, and our charisma is second to none. I need somebody that I know right there by my side that I fully trust. Okay? You can have love for somebody. You can look at somebody as being a fan of them or however you want to do it, but if you can't trust them, it's hard to work with them, right? So I'm going Christian Cash off the top, but my other 3, I'm going Randy Orton because he's had one of the best Survivor Series wins I've ever seen in my life. If I was to be asked that question as well, I'm going Randy. Jeez, oh man. I'm going Randy. I'm going Roman. I'm going Randy, Roman, and Stone Cold Steve Austin.
That's a heck of a team.
Randy Orton
Twisted Cash. Okay.
Yeah.
Randy Orton puts it down with the three most dangerous letters in all professional wrestling. You're getting put down with that. You just don't kick out of it. I mean, if you're Super Cena, that's one thing, but nobody's Super Cena other than Cena.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns is just wrecks everybody. Like he's a problem. And I always said this about Roman from the beginning. He is a weapon, and they need to use him as such. When he became the tribal chief, that was a leading weapon, if that makes any sense. So yeah. I love what Roman's been doing. So I definitely need him on my side. And then, Stone Cold Steve Austin, man, who he beats up his own boss, and then they're his kids and everybody else. You telling me that ain't somebody you want to go into war with? Like that's obvious. That is so obvious. I mean, he's beating up everybody.
And he sells T-shirts of him and his cat on pro wrestling tees.
See, it's like I said, it's no-brainers, man. It's no-brainers. Like everybody plays their part. You got the tag team with Cole Hart, Cash, and me and Christian. We got the weapon himself, the tribal chief, the one in Roman. We got Randy Orton, Randall Keith Orton, son of Cowboy Bob Orton, and his granddad was a wrestler too. Like Bob Orton used to put people down with a suplex. like come on, like, and then this guy is like a freakish athlete, and like I said, one of the best 5-on-5 Survivor Series was 2005, right? That was, and Randy won. Undertaker come out at the end. It was all just great. It was pitch perfect. And then, like I said, Stone Cold Steve Austin. When that glass breaks, everybody and their mothers is afraid. Like, so there. Yeah, I love Shawn Michaels. I love The Rock. I love a lot of people, but I'm not over those three I just mentioned. I'm any day, or yeah, those four I just mentioned any day of the week.
Okay, Chris.
All right. What's the thing you love the most about the wrestling business, and what's the thing that you hate the most about the wrestling business?
Well, I know what I hate the most, so I'll wait for that one. Let me. Matter of fact, I'll go into that one. What I hate the most is like the politics and how certain people. How would I say? Like, listen, I'm not mad at anybody for taking themselves too serious, right? In certain professions or whatever. But when it becomes a little bit too much of your reality, and then you're like using that to like, hurt other people, I'm just not a fan of that at all per se. I don't like how and I've seen it where guys, they'd be like, yo, I'm not able to make it to a show for like, real emergency reasons. And this person would belittle them and if not put him down on the card because he wasn't able to make it. Like, I don't like the fact that it's almost a thing where like, if you don't put wrestling first, you're a bad person in the business. And I've seen it. And I don't want to say any names or do anything like that, but I just don't think that's cool. Like I'm a man first and a father second, and I'll be a professional wrestler third. But I just don't like how people treat others in that sense. Like I don't know. I just feel like there should be a lot more respect there. What I love about the wrestling business is the fact we can get anywhere from 10 people to 10,000 people to 100,000 people, however you want to look at it. And we all get together and we just sit and chill and we boo, cheer, have a good time, eat, drink, yell while watching entertainment from these people that put on a show for us. And then when I'm one of those people that's putting on that show and I'm in the back and I get to see all my buddies and I'm hugging them and it's just been some time since I've seen him, but it's almost like no time went away because how close we are when we all get into the back. I love that. I love to see Mr. Fine and his wife when I pull up to shows, even though sometimes I got to talk my S word to Mr. Fine, never to his wife though, but he deserves it sometimes. At the end of the day, I love that we can all just get together for 3-4 hours and just be all the same person. And it's a blessing because you got your football, your basketball, your hockey, and whatever else, but ain't nothing in the world like professional wrestling. There ain't anything like it.
Okay. Marcus?
Tell us about being a part of the Illinois version, because there is 2 different versions, but the Illinois version of Cold Hard Cash.
Honestly,
you guys are heat magnets, I'm telling you.
You want to say that again for me, Mr. Fine?
Yeah. What's that?
What was the last thing you said?
Because you guys are heat magnets. You guys piss people off.
Yeah.
And I love to see it. Tell us about that.
I think it's just the dynamic when you put guys with that kind of with the characteristics of who Rico Jones is, Christian Cash, and then you got Big Zay, and then Tice. He's just willing to beat up anybody for us and with us. It's like our dynamic is different. We talk to each other. We have our group chats. We talk to each other singly too. Like everybody knows their role. We know how we're going to play it, and we know how we're going to do it. And we don't care who you are. Like you can be the Cobra, you could be Jimmy Carrot, you could be IK3, you could be Cesar Cerveza. All we give a damn, or any girlfriend that somebody has. If you talk crazy to us, it's going to be a problem. Women, children, I'll snap on you too. It's just something about us getting together and knowing that we're all going to put everything that we have all on the table. It works. So if we want you to boo us, absolutely you're gonna boo us. If we don't want you to boo us, you might boo us, but then again, it won't be as much of a boo as we want because we know that we are beloved in a way. But we also know we get on people's nerves a whole lot. But again, it's the dynamic of how we all gel together and we talk. We all keep in touch. I wouldn't say it's easy, but it's more simple than it would be if we didn't communicate at all. And if we weren't on the same page, it'll be so much more difficult than what we have going on, because it's like now everybody's got to figure out what placement they're going to be in for this or whatever for that. When like, no, we all know who we are. I know I'm Too Cold. I know who the Cash Man is. I know who the Big Man is. I know who the Ice Tray as in Tice is. Like we all know. We just know. So when you know, it's like they say, you fear what you don't understand. We have nothing to fear because we get it. So yeah, that's just what makes us who we are.
Warren?
All right, the fact that we've gone this far and this question hasn't been asked yet is sort of surprising. Who's your favorite super fan, Marcus Fine or Kelly Fine?
I'm not sure. I want to say.
Don't be afraid. Just say it.
No, it's hard to say because I want to say both of them, but then like I'll see Marcus, and I got to go do something. I'm telling him like, man, I'm sorry, I got to go. He's like, oh no, we gonna get together. I know I'm gonna see you. Don't worry about it. But I see his wife, and she just always seems so happy to see me. Oh, I'm gonna have to go with the wife, man. And that's not a bad thing, but it's just like it warms my heart when I see the Fines, right?
Yep.
And even though I don't really like people too much, other than KHK, I do respect the Fines and I appreciate them. So I'm not gonna sit here and do the whole I'm a bad guy, let me talk down. No. Listen, I know who I like, I know who I don't like. What I will not do is talk down on the Fines. You understand? That's not gonna happen. But I will have to pick Mrs. Fine because it's just it's a warm feeling, like almost like I'm her son. So it's like, oh, I gotta give it to her.
Marcus, how many sons you got?
We are called Mama and Papa, or
I know.
Mamo and Papa by about everybody. So
Yeah, because we appreciate you. We like we all do. Like it doesn't matter heel, face, or in between. We all appreciate
you. Warren, you got another question?
No, we can move on. We're good. Yeah.
Okay.
I think Kelly fell asleep. She's had a long day.
Okay.
But I think she fell asleep.
Okay. Since you mentioned your tag team partner, Cash, you and Cash get a dream match with any tag team throughout time. Who you guys going to wrestle?
It's going to be his favorite tag team and my favorite tag team in a triangle ladder match, if not a TLC match. And it's going to be 2 members of Cold Cash, 2 Cold Rico Jones, and it's going to be Christian Cash versus the Hardys versus Edge and Christian.
Okay.
Simple as that. That would be, because I always tell him all the time, nobody's beating Edge and Christian. He used to beat your favorite. They used to beat your favorite tag team all the time, and he always goes about the Hardys. But which is, the Hardys are the Hardys. I mean, there ain't even what more can you say when it comes to the Hardys? But Edge and Christian, that's my tag team. I grew up watching them concerto and people since '99.
Edge and Christian were great together.
Yeah, I would love if me and Cash got to fight those 4. Absolutely. And if I can throw in a 4th tag team, it would be Trauma Unit, because our chemistry with Trauma Unit, me and Cash have, I would love to give them that opportunity to be in there with us and with those 4 legends.
Chris?
What other states have you wrestled in besides Illinois? And is there a big difference in when you go state to state, maybe in the way the shows work or the crowd or anything like that?
So a lot of my wrestling in the beginning, when I was getting trained and everything was based in Indiana. Which I don't know, something about that Indiana field. It's different, because you'll get a town to where, like, man, there's 25 people out there, and they're going nuts and they're raging. You would swear it's a whole auditorium. But then there's times where you'll get 300 people, and it's almost like they kind of feel like, why am I even here? So that's weird. But I say Indiana. I've been to Ohio like twice. We were supposed to go to North Carolina. I don't know if that was actually a real thing or not.
Look who woke up. I'm sorry. Look who woke up. We'll have to answer that question again because she woke up. But go ahead.
But yeah, it's mostly just Illinois and Indiana. But like Illinois is mostly like it's mostly like towns I'm familiar with. But Indiana, I don't know. Like I said, I love that vibe, because it's almost a hit and miss every time. But like Warren was saying, like, where does that charisma, that, like, my stamina, like, where does all that come from? Because if you sitting there quiet and I'm the entertainer, why are you quiet? Now I got to look at myself. With that being said, let's go. I'm riled up. I'm beating my chest. I'm letting you know we here. Like, you finna see something you ain't never seen before, and if you have seen it, I'm finna entertain you more than the next person that's going to come out, if not the one before me. That's my job. I don't care what I'm getting paid or if paid at all. You didn't pay your money to see nothing, or just some boring guy that looks like he just got off the couch that's going to sit and, do nothing in the ring. No, absolutely not. So I do love wrestling in Indiana more than anything, because you rather go come turned up, or I get that, the reasoning to turn you up. So, yeah.
Okay. Marcus?
Chris, go ahead and send that again. Kelly's awake. Are you awake? Go ahead and do it. Go ahead and answer it real quick so she can hear you say it.
Who's your favorite super fan, Kelly or Marcus?
Because that's actually Kelly's question. So
Kelly
it's
usually asks.
It's Mrs. Fine. It's Mrs. Fine. I feel like I'm a son to her, and I love when I see her how she like just smiles so hard. Like, you guys got to make it feel like I'm taking away from Mr. Fine, and that ain't true. It's not true.
Do you know the score? I've not even broke double digits, and she's in triple. I mean, so you're fine.
Hey, Marcus, does that count as 2 votes?
Well,
You said it twice.
it's a repeat vote. So,
Okay, all right.
all right. Favorite venue that you've worked in?
Hands down, got to be the 210.
Oh, God, yes.
But oh man, what is it called that Hybrid used to run out of? I forgot the name. That venue was great. Like,
Wasn't it like in an indoor soccer field or something?
Yeah. What?
I can't remember the name
what's
of the
name
place.
Of the venue that Hybrid used to run out of. 365. 365. Strive 365 or something like that. It looks so amazing. It looks so amazing. I love the way it looks. I love the like the because like when you in the locker room, it's a upstairs, and like it's oh man, it's cool. It is so cool. But hands down, it's the 210. Like you get all these people out there and that you get your Marcus Fines and the Kellys that do know their wrestling, right? You get those people that's out there, but then you get just these drunk people that just want to have a good time, and you know what I mean. And they come out there, and that is a vibe. It does bring out a some type of good vibe when you sitting out there, and these people that don't even watch wrestling for real are sitting there yelling and screaming for you, and it's almost like you're bringing them back in the fold because you go back to the venue again, they're there. So. Yeah, it would definitely have to be the 210.
Yeah, that 210 is an awesome location.
Okay, Warren.
All right, you've mentioned Shawn Michaels, Randy Orton. They're individuals that have gone from face to heel and heel to face. What do you like playing better, a heel or a face?
Absolute heel. Absolutely a heel. I can do stuff that will make me and everyday people mad and get away with it. I don't curse much. I know how to say the right words to make you peed off. You go back and watch my videos, and it's just like, oh, this guy. I mean, damn, he's crazy good, but he gets on my damn nerves. I watch myself and be like, yeah, Rico Jones sucks. I don't like that guy. I don't like that guy. But yeah, absolutely a heel. Because as a baby face, like I learned so much from being a heel. That when I do become a baby face, I feel like I will be more involved as a character per se, because I don't necessarily got to kiss babies and shake hands and stuff just because I'm a baby face. There's no reason for me to still not talk my crap or like, you know, let people know. Like, I mean, we cool, but I don't know you, so I ain't got to really mess with you. But I'm not gonna shit on you neither, for lack of better terms.
Okay.
Absolutely a heel. Absolutely.
Okay. My question, you get to learn and train with any other pro wrestler for a month. Who would you pick?
Kurt Hawkins.
Okay.
Yeah, him and like Disco Inferno, because it's a lot of people that came out of Kurt Hawkins school that are really freaking good, and one of them is MJF. And if I'm not mistaken, the reason why Karrion Kross and Disco Inferno are cool because he came out of I think he came out of disco school, or disco trained Karrion Kross, something like that. So if you got guys that's that, you know, freaking good, and we're talking about their knowledge of the game, and Killers, he's a movie buff, and I love movies. MJF's one of those young guys who's like got that old school mental. Like he wrestles really good, and he talks probably better than he wrestles, but he still wrestles it. Like if that's who your trainers are, I want in. So I would say Kurt Hawkins. I would, because people like Kurt Hawkins. Now you gotta. Just because they wasn't this big entity elsewhere doesn't mean they don't know what they're doing, you know? So I would love for Kurt Hawkins to train me for sure. Yeah, him and Disco Inferno. And then when I was growing up, WCW wasn't really my thing. I was always a WWF guy. Shout out to Thursday Night SmackDowns on UPN. he would, anytime I would turn on WCW, Disco Inferno was always on my screen. So my love for, and doing the whole, my love for disco was different. I listened to Keep It at 100 every day of my life with Conan and Disco. So I know that those statements ain't gonna be the most popular, but it is what it is. You know, we all learn from somewhere. So.
Okay, Chris.
Real quick before we get to Chris, I have a funny disco story. Way back in 2004, I was down at Victory Road for TNA, and I was meeting all the wrestlers. And we had Raven. I was talking to Raven, and then Disco Inferno was right next to Raven. I said, saying to Raven, hey, thanks for everything you've done for the business. This and that. He goes, what about this guy over here? And I go, this guy is famous for this. And Raven lost it.
Hold on, guys. Just 1 second. My daughter just came in. I got to go grab her. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, just 1 second.
Pausing the music.
Yeah, I was surprised by the Kurt Hawkins, but hey,
he was an Ed. He was the edge head. He was, he's been around. The guy's been around, so it's not,
Well, he's still wrestling TNA.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Sorry about that.
Okay, Chris.
I actually think this is a good question for you because you had kind of an interesting start to get in the business. Like you told us earlier, you started when you were 13 and took a break, and then you was in backyard. What would be your best advice to somebody, a man or a woman, young person that was looking to get into the wrestling business?
If you can't find it local, find it somewhere close to you and go get trained. Like we all, as wrestling fans had the pillow or the toys or whatever, and we're wrestling with them and we want to do it. We all watched it and want to imitate it. And, I'm not knocking anybody for doing backyard because we all start somewhere. But if you can go get trained, go get trained. Especially like if you're young enough to where people will let you get in the ring and you can get your, with the bump card and get that going or whatever not. Because if you're 14 and people letting you get in the ring and just move around and bump around and get the learning, in 5 years, you're going to be a problem. Like, people are going to want to book you out the wazoo because you've got so much experience from just being there to roll around with people. Ain't no telling what wrestlers are coming through there and who's teaching you what and when and how. So just go get trained, man. Like, don't mess around with it. Go get trained. Like, if it's what you love to do, if you feel like that's what you want to do, you coming in this business, go get trained. And I'm telling you, you won't regret it. You won't regret it. You meet some great people in this business. You can travel the world, literally. So, just go get trained because that's what it takes. Just go get trained.
Marcus, final 2 questions.
All right. I knew it was coming. Just like on Jeopardy. Who do you want to work that you have not worked yet?
Ace Perry.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, I've met Ace Perry a couple times or so. I told him where I get like the inspiration from my name, and it's from my mom. And he thought that like when we was talking, he was like, "Is she still with us?" I was like, "Oh yeah." So he was thrown off. But dude is great. Like I don't see why he's not signed. I just don't. So it would be Ace Perry. I got to work the Cobra, which was great. That was cool. But off top, I would say Ace Perry. But if I go 3 people, I'd like to say Ace Perry. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get that match with Jimmy Carrot. So I'm gonna just not use him because I'm almost for sure I'm gonna get a match with him. So I'll say Ace, Aaron Atlas, because I when I came into the business, Aaron Atlas was around and helped me and stuff, and we was he taught like me, Tyler Scott, a few of us some stuff coming up. So I would definitely like to because I could still consider him a teacher. I haven't talked to him in like a year, but he's still a teacher in my I'd say. But it would have to be Ace Perry. But if we're talking about like overall, like any wrestler living that can still go, man, that's a good question. Oh, man, you guys got me on the fence here with that one. I don't want to take too much time. I'd like to wrestle. Yeah, I'd like to wrestle Will Ospreay. If I can get a match that I really want out of somebody, I think that, or if somebody really wants to bring the best out of me, I think it would be Will Ospreay.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw an FYI out there.
Okay.
Ace Perry, Aaron Atlas cut their teeth at WCWO.
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I knew they were real good friends and stuff. I didn't know it was in WCWO.
Oh yeah, I think Basher had a hand on both those guys.
Yep.
Bastard Cassidy?
No. On Basher. Joey
Oh,
Owens,
Basher. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Warren.
All righty. WrestleMania is known for their awesome entrances with live music. You get to come out on the WrestleMania stage. What band is playing and what song you coming out to?
So if we going full on, I say if we going on a route to where like how the Miz and John Cena had their little openings before the actual entrance, like when DMX did the Miz's or whatever not, and the whole "you can hate me now" with Nas or whatever not. I would like to have some kind of opening like that with Rooster playing in the background, the Alice in Chains. Okay.
Okay.
If I had to use any song, it's probably gonna throw people off too. But I'm a different kind of cat, so it's all right. It's a song that always make me. I put matches together in my head when I hear it. It's Fozzy "Lights Go Out," and I would just love to, because like I can't use Judas. Like I love the song, but I heard it so much I just don't want to use Judas, right? But "Lights Go Out" by Fozzy. It's something about the energy in the song that just makes me seem like I feel like I'm chasing the championship, and this is gonna be like this is the end of the road. Like this is my last, or it's like a now or never. And soon as that that hits, and then I come out, whatever it's smoke or pyro or whatever it may be or whatever. Yeah, I feel like because it just makes me want to fly through the ropes or just do a bunch of moves and just look cool. But it also makes me I feel something when I hear that song. So as many songs as I can pick in the world, I would definitely do the whole showing my little video package or whatever before I come out, and Rooster would be. But I would still want like DMX like praying one of his little prayers or whatever that he does. I would love if DMX was doing that in the beginning, and then it goes into boom, 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 right? And then like as I'm coming up, however I'm coming from like under the ramp or whatever, or coming down or however you want to be doing it, or if I'm like Shawn Michaels and pulling a Logan Paul or something like that. That's when the lights go out by Fozzy comes on, and the actual lights will go out, and then the song will come on.
he's ready.
He's got it.
Yeah, so that's what
that would be pretty cool to have Chris Jericho singing you out.
Yeah, that would be.
He oh man, Chris Jericho, he probably won't see this, but if he does, I don't know. I don't want to like act like I'm so famous or anything like that, but he's my third favorite wrestler, and I always said to myself, if I ever met him and I told him he's my third favorite wrestler, I don't even know how that would be, because he's like, well, who's before that? It's Shawn Michaels and Kane.
Okay.
Yeah, so but I would love for Fozzy to play me out. Absolutely. Chris Jericho is just nobody evolves the way he's done. No one. He's like he roams with the times, man. It's like he's been here forever. He just know how to like. He knows how to do it. So yeah, absolutely Fozzy for sure.
Okay. My question is, your favorite meal to eat and go-to snack.
Favorite meal to eat? That's a good one. I would say like meatloaf. I love meatloaf. I don't get to eat it as much, but if not, it's more of like I'm a simpleton. I like fish and spaghetti and stuff like that. Or like a steak that's made right. Like people just be making steaks and it don't be coming out right. But a steak that's made right, yes, yes, absolutely.
You got a go-to snack.
Go-to snack. I don't really like eat sweets and candy and stuff much, but because I'm just not a fan of it. I do like sour airheads though.
Oh, them are killer.
Yeah, I love me some sour airheads. I'd wake up out of my sleep hungry and go straight for some sour airheads.
Ooh, I don't know if I do that, but okay.
Yeah,
I agree with the steak though, boy.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, Chris.
Is this the last question, or do I still have one more?
Still got one more.
Okay. What's been the best piece of advice in the wrestling business someone has given to you? And if you don't care, who gave it to you?
We was training. It was 2021, and we was like, man, we was at training for like 10, 11 hours, but they were filming like different episodes for the New Wave shows at the time. And Eric Dillinger, right? We was talking about how tired, because we was the crowd and we out there clapping and doing this and that because it's COVID. Nobody can be there and stuff, you know?
I remember that.
Eric Dillinger was like, don't get discouraged. He said, because you'll get to a point where you'll feel that way. He said, but don't get discouraged. And that's some advice that always stuck with me, man, because it'd be times where I just want to be like, I don't want to do this anymore. Because like I told you guys in the beginning, what I hate the most about it is all the politicking and just the way people be carrying themselves in the business. And if people don't like it, that's fine. I don't necessarily care how they feel about it, but that's how I feel. I'm just not a fan of it. With that being said, you know, as many times as I thought about getting discouraged, it almost took over, but, you know, have to bounce back and, you know, let myself know exactly who I am. And, you know, no pun intended, because we're on a wrestling podcast and we're talking wrestling, but I am him. And that's how I have to tell myself that, you know, because, you know, Carmelo Hayes do the whole I'm him thing or whatever not. He shout to the new United States champion, but I just had to pick myself up and be like, yo, you are way better than that. Eric Dillinger told you don't get discouraged, so don't. And yeah, that would have to be the best advice that I've ever had.
Okay. Marcus.
All right, I remember Nate Matthews then, right?
Yeah, Nate Matthews.
Oh, man, those matches that did those he used to broadcast his COVID matches because, like you said, they couldn't have any audience. And some of those were killer. It's like, boy, if you could just put that in front of a crowd.
Mm-hmm. The Uber Mensch, oh yeah, he was killer.
Okay, final question. Yes, Tony?
Mm-hmm.
Funny story time.
All right, so there's one. So me and the boys really didn't drink much when we was training because we took our wrestling serious and our training serious. But it was like the night before Mob Rules for New Wave. And it was Christopher Gates' birthday, I think, the following day. And we never went out in Terre Haute, so we got a hold of Devin Quinn, for those who are familiar.
Yeah.
Shout to DV, that's my boy, I love him. We came up together too. He was like, yeah, I'll come out with you guys or whatever not. And he met us at this place called The Ver. Well, believe it or not, when we got in there, it was a guy, he looked exactly like Montez Ford. I'm like, I am not kidding you. And he wore like the little fish type fedora type hat that Montez Ford will wear sometimes. He had the glasses on where they're blacked out. Like he looked just like the man. Well, we called him Illinois because we're from Illinois. And he was like, oh, I'm from Illinois too. We was like, okay, we'll just call you Illinois. Well, we ended up getting drunk. Okay. 1 too many shots of Hennessy got us drunk. Now, it was me, Tyler Scott, Devin Quinn, Mikhail Murphy, and Christopher Gates. And we went down the street. Now, this part I don't remember at all. I'll let you guys know when I get back into memory, okay?
Okay.
We go down the street to this Mexican spot that's basically, for lack of better terms, it's like a Mexican Subway.
Okay.
Now, I go to order my food. I'm getting pico on my stuff, on my burrito. I'm getting guacamole. I'm getting tomato. I'm getting all kind of stuff. Well, Tyler Scott, Christopher Gates, Mikhail Murphy, they're all looking at me crazy. Devin don't get it. He don't understand why they're looking at me nuts. And and they're like, Rico don't eat any of that. Like, he doesn't eat guac, he don't eat pico, he don't eat tomatoes, right? And all I remember, you guys, is yellow walls. That's all I remember is yellow walls. I kid you not. So Devin is saying, while we're on the way to the hotel, that he asked me about Kid Rock and if I like Kid Rock. And I guess for 15 straight minutes or so, I'm telling him, yeah, I think I like Kid Rock. Oh, I think I like Kid Rock. No, I'm not sure if I like Kid Rock. No, I think I like Kid Rock. Now this is where I come back to life. We're outside the motel venue. And I happen to be waking up while I'm taking a bite. I was on autopilot the whole time. I was so drunk. It's crazy. I have to be taking a bite of the burrito. And it's got all this stuff on here, guys, that I don't eat, like I told you, but it was really good. And then I to this day, it's this one term that I had said, and to this day, we still say, I said, it's guac on this? And Devin, if looks can kill, I would have been dead 30 times over. Because Devin's like, you sat there and ordered all of this. I didn't know. I was drunk. I have no recollection of it. And all I remember is that when I came to, I took a bite of the burrito and I'm just like, there's guac on this? And they're dying laughing. Devin is just stunned because it's like, bro, you sat there and just you ordered your own meal. Like, what do you? Yeah, so good thing we didn't have to have training that next day. Man, I tore up from the floor up.
Well, your opponent that day be happy too.
Yeah, I think personally we was still in training and we was doing like security work. So yeah, it's a good thing I didn't have to wrestle anybody, or we didn't have to do any training. Because man, I woke up that next day, I was not feeling the greatest.
Okay, Warren.
All right, my last one's pretty easy. I actually think I already may know the answer to this one. Do you consider yourself a NWO or are you a degenerate?
I'm a DX guy. Yeah, it's growing up. It was sucking for me. And nothing against NWO other than when they just got to adding too many people. Then they made Wolfpack, which was cool, and then they made Silver, which was weird. Yeah. But yeah, I was always. X-Pac was my guy. He was my guy. And then, like, if we talk about when we had Rude and China, Sean, and Hunter, like, you know, that's the beginning. But when the DX Army formed, oh, that is me. That's my era. That's my time to be alive. Like, absolutely. It's sucking over everything. So, yeah.
Okay, my final question is, you get to be in WrestleMania, you get to be in the main event. Who's your opponent?
Shawn Michaels.
Okay.
Yep.
That's what I kind of figured that.
Yeah, it would be Shawn Michaels because I know heart and soul that I'm gonna get. Like, for the best match of my career, without a doubt. If it's not Shawn Michaels, it's Undertaker, because he just every WrestleMania. Rather who the opponent is, he gets better. For some odd reason, when they threw that in video games where they made it like he has some type of superpower when it's WrestleMania, if you watch wrestling throughout the years, that's how Undertaker is, though. Like, in every WrestleMania since he showed up, he's gotten better and better and better and better. So my dream match would for sure be Shawn Michaels, but if I can do anybody else in the world, it would be Undertaker. For sure. Absolutely. No triple threat, though, because I want to go 20-25 minutes one-on-one to show what I got, you know?
Okay, sounds good. And Chris, the final question.
All right, what I do for my final question is give you opportunity to let everybody know where they can find Rico Jones at. Promote yourself, shows, if you have merch, social media, all that good stuff.
So for right now, I'm not on like much social media platforms, just Facebook. You can get a hold of me, Rico Jones. You'll see me with my hand over my face like this with a hat on it. We got Cold Hard Cash merch on the way. So I don't want to necessarily promote it too much yet because I'm still waiting to see when we're going to put all that out and on what platforms. Yeah, so right now you can get a hold of me just through Facebook for now until I started, because I had phone troubles, but I kind of figured it out. So now I'm gonna just get like all the extra like Twitters and stuff like that. I might start streaming video games and stuff. I do have a show coming up at EPW on January 10th. I don't necessarily know who I'm working, but I know that me and Stetson Winters are going to be putting on a show against whoever it is they put us against. And there may be more after that. I've been getting my bookings in order and talking to a few people. There should be more after that, but I know for sure after the 10th, on January 18th, I will be at AVW, my home, the stomping ground, where Cold Hard Cash rules. And whoever, actually, from what I know, I'm scheduled to work Mikael Murphy. Unless, card subject to change, but that's professional wrestling. I'm not scared of anything. There's a reason why I'm too cold.
I'll drag his loser carcass out to the ring, and you will get an easy win.
Hey, look, and I'm a feast. Happen. I'm a feast because I'm an animal. I'm a beast. I'm a savage. I don't play around.
As the one and only general manager, baby.
Yeah. And they need to know that you are the one and only. I don't know about all these other people that keep trying to come in and act like they're authority figures. It's just weird. Like you need to talk to Cecil or somebody, because I don't answer.
Oh, I got plans for Cecil. So we're good.
Okay, he's got plans. Well, I'll tell you what, thanks for coming on tonight. We appreciate it, man. Did an outstanding job.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all for real, man. This is my first ever wrestling interview ever. So yeah, I was pretty excited for it. I wouldn't say I was nervous. There's a reason why I call myself Too Cold, other than paying homage to Too Cold Scorpio and my brothers in Cold Hard Cash. I don't necessarily get nervous. I'm more excited than anything. So yeah, man, I appreciate y'all for having me for real.
I want to say good. You wouldn't have known it was your first interview.
Yeah, I want to say too. Being around you at a lot of the shows and stuff. You are a ball of energy. You're a constant positive influence you do a great job, and so keep up the great work with what you're doing, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. That, Warren. Thank you.
Have a good rest of your holidays. Have a good New Year, and we'll have you back on sometime.
Likewise. Thank you, guys. I would love to be back on. Hopefully by the time I come back on, I got more stories, more experience, and just all kind of stuff for us to talk about.
All right. Yeah. Well, you have a good night, man. Appreciate you coming on.
See you guys.
Yep.
So I will say, because I've been keeping the tally all year long, Rico broke the tie. So DX 17.5 to NWO 16.5.
Really?
With 3 for the 4 horsemen.
3 write-ins.
All year long.
3 write-ins.
Marcus, I want you to know I've been taking a lot of heat lately about being so old. Of course, when I get introduced, I did the House's show a couple of times. They introduced me to the guy that was there for the very first headlock in professional wrestling. That's how I get introduced. And today they started on to me on the sports show. I can't remember what that was, but the very first football game or whatever the hell it was.
I think they said you were there for the first touchdown. I think is what they said.
Touchdown or something like that. So I'm getting a lot of heat on my age, but guys, I thought it was a great show. I thought Rico did a fantastic job.
Really did.
What a way to end the year.
Yeah, very, very good, man. Yeah, I think he'd be a guy. Maybe we talk about being a guest host sometime. I think he did a very good job. So I hope everybody has a good night. We'll be back next Monday. No show again this Thursday. We'll be back the following Thursday. Back
watching the Hoosiers Thursday.
Yes, we'll be watching the Hoosiers. Hoping maybe Indiana can get something done. I'm hoping.
Oh, I thought you meant the movie.
Well, we might watch that too.
I might watch that too, but it probably won't be Thursday.
I watched Hoosiers in the theater the weekend, the Friday it come out.
Oh, did you?
Oh yeah,
I played basketball in the gym.
the Nicetown gym.
Yep.
My high school basketball coach was such a huge fan of it. He basically, during the basketball season, he'd watch it before every game, and he could recite everything about the movie.
Oh, yeah. I love that movie. I love that movie.
A group of my friends that we'd rent that gym like once a year or once every other year or whatever, and go play pickup basketball.
It's pretty cool. You know, they got that. Have you seen it lately? They've got the Hoosier painting on the side of it now.
Mhm.
With all those guys from. Have you seen that? It's beautiful. That mural on.
Yeah,
that
it's cool. Guys group there with James Gardner and Ryan Phipps and them guys.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Well, guys, everybody have a great weekend and rest of the week and
Happy
good New Year.
Happy New Year. We had a good one.
Yep, eat some corned beef and cabbage.
I'd like to, but nobody else around here eats it. So
I do. Well, see everybody next week, and everybody have a great
Go
New Year.
Detroit.
That'd be absolutely devastating.
Here, this is Joey Owens' show. They've been trying to get me on this broadcast forever, and this is the worst damn broadcast I've ever been on. So you all